Hello and welcome to Rolling Escapades. I don't sound like Bane this week. Whoopty fucking do.
Give it a while.
Yeah. No, I will not sound like Bane this week. I am so happy that I can talk normally again.
NPC that sounds like Bane? Disappointing.
You mean all of the NPCs don't sound like Bane? Yeah, that was the result of a magic spell gone awry.
Sorry, Silverhand's has got bored and has removed the spell now. Everyone has a voice again. She just got bored randomly. Fuck knows why. Maybe she's confused to why it affected giants who weren't even in town. They were off somewhere else in the world.
I thought they were doing it just to fit in. That's right, yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah,
they were in a holding pattern, waiting for landing permission.
We're sponsored by Destai. Viking metal, made by Viking. They do like cool little chainmail things. So we've all got little key rings, which are fucking awesome. Actually, they're really cool. They do like dice bags, bracelets, necklaces, all sorts
rings,
of
and everything else.
They also do a bunch of custom designs. Like literally, you can get them to make something that you want them to make.
Will they make me a chainmail beer jacket for my cup?
Probably yes.
Victoria, there's an email coming your way.
I do know that she recently made something for someone, and her immediate response, which she posted on Instagram, was, "I'm making one for myself now." Because this is awesome. So, you can design chainmail things, and she'll make it. Which is pretty sweet. So yeah, go have a look at the stuff. There'll be a link down in the description if you go check out all the various things that they have on offer. Also, on YouTube, there's another series, and it's called Doom to Dice. It's alright, I guess.
It's awesome. It's so much better than this, because I'm running it at the moment. So, he sucks,
right.
I'm better. Go watch that. Shut up.
How can it be better? I'm not in Doom to Dice.
Huh?
How can it be better? I'm not in Doom to Dice.
Because you're not in it.
That's just not true.
Yeah. Go check it out.
Go have a look. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The first 9 episodes are Tomb of Annihilation. The following 8 episodes are Nathan's home thing.
Jeez,
and then
you've
after
been
that,
there
it
all,
should...
No, we're on 6.
Oh, it's
It will be 8.
There will be 8, because there's a deadline.
I actually got it right.
Yeah. We have a specific deadline of I'm running 8 of them. Then we get John back because his work stops kidnapping him every weekend.
Yeah.
And then we get back to playing Tomb of Annihilation and getting murdered by raptors in the
and
jungle.
You're not getting murdered by raptors. They only did it the once.
No,
they only
just
killed an
zombies.
NPC.
They only kill the NPCs.
And
If
snakes.
you don't know what we're talking about, go watch. Also, go look at iTunes and Podbean, where you will find the FURN. Timings have changed, so the next episode will not be out at this point. It will be out in like a week's time. I can't remember what date the last Monday of this month is, but the last Monday of this month, there will be episode 6.
Yes.
Yeah, where we are talking to Robin. Yay!
Yay, Robin.
So go listen to that.
Not the guy from the comic books. The guy from Coaching for Geeks.
Yeah.
That one.
Coaching for Geeks. They're great. You should use them and look at them and blah.
Type it into the Googles. Go
On
have
Facebook as well. Just Facebook, yeah, Google's. Answer some questions, join the group, interact with us.
Do something funny because he has to read it and it's...
I
quite
do. I help moderate things. I don't look at approvals.
Oh, you're missing out.
I mean, I read some of them. But...
They're
So
funny.
yeah, go look at the FURNcast. There's a bunch of episodes we talk about D&D and other stuff. Warhammer. We talk about Warhammer. We talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about, more or less.
Pretty much.
There is cannibalism.
Yes, finally, there is.
It took 5 episodes, but I got it in there.
This says nothing about Liam, and if he ever gets arrested for eating someone's leg, it's definitely not
Hey,
cannibalism.
I only have to go to Japan. It's legal.
Or put an ad in a newspaper.
If you're confused, you should go and listen to the FURNcast. It shall all be explained.
It'll all make sense. Maybe. Or you'll just get a disturbing sort of underlying view of Liam's psyche, and then why he does
Well,
this
no, you're
to
going to
us.
get that as well, regardless.
Yeah, that just slips in.
And your psyche.
Last week, for you. 2 weeks ago for us.
Fucking forever ago for us.
Yeah.
I thought we were skipping a week.
Yeah, we are skipping a week.
So
We're
2 weeks ago for you guys as well.
No, it'll be last week because this would have just come out last week. No, we were bringing this in all week, not skipping.
Okay, we're not.
Skipping
Shut
that-
up!
doing
I
and
know
skipping
what's
that-
going on!
That's why, yeah. Timings have gone weird for us again.
What page am I looking
Christmas has not been a good time for us getting this out.
No.
at? No, Christmas is never good. I don't
No.
have a pencil.
You just
had
had
one.
one. You literally just had one.
I've eaten it.
Last time they were at Ironforge, they escorted prisoners. Then they went to Felbar. Then they went to Everland, and then they went to Neverwinter. And then from Neverwinter, they got magic items.
Have we gone to Neverwinter
We
yet?
didn't go to
Sorry,
we
we
went to
didn't go to
Yartar. We went to
It's been a
Yartar,
long
then we
time.
went to Waterdeep.
Yeah, whatever. You were in Yata already.
You
I
suck.
skipped
Do you know
the
what? We were
entire
planning on
thing.
going to Neverwinter next.
Yeah, you're going to Neverwinter
Yeah,
next.
we
It's
were.
fine. They're in Waterdeep. They went and spoke to a dude, and they got some, I don't know, books or something. I think you got some books.
Yeah, someone got some books.
books.
Children.
Some other people did some other
think you got books
things.
as well.
You got a thing.
And I got a wand.
You got a wand. That's right. You got a wand.
That I owe like sent
Had
someone
some
300
delicious
gold.
champagne.
It came from Party Fans.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
People drank a crap ton of champagne.
Woohoo!
You spoke to some cloud giants. You spoke to Lady Silverhand, which was an interesting experience.
Which sounded like Bane.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Everyone sounded like Bane.
Everyone sounds
was
like Bane. Everyone is
You also
Bane.
spoke a little bit to some of the Masked Lords, although they didn't really talk to you much. You got magic items, and then you decided to go to Autumn's house.
Yeah.
That's where we ended. So you're going to Autumn's house. Whoop-de fucking do.
Are we going there, or are we already there? Or are we waking up there?
You're on your way there.
Okay.
I don't think you're sleeping because
I don't know. I don't know what time of
We
day
were, we
it
were
is.
day drinking and then we went to talk to the giants.
Oh, well, okay. We're just stopping
Yeah.
off.
It was only like, it wasn't even noon yet.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You weren't even
We were
day
really.
drinking.
We are
You were
hardcore day
morning
Wait.
drinking.
drinking.
This is.
We're
No.
still pretty
It
drunk.
was...
This is
Oh, no.
always sunny
It
kind of
was
day drinking
you-
going on
It was
here.
actually. Now that I think about it, it was by the time Fenrir was
And
also
Fenrir.
drinking.
Yeah.
I think by the time you'd gone there and back, it had reached afternoon.
Just.
But you started drinking at the tavern at like 10.
This is my kind of drinking.
Jeez.
Like, you know, went and
I
bought
don't have a
some
problem.
books,
There's always
and
ale.
then went drinking,
Candle to get
and then
his
went
house
to
drunk.
it somewhere else, joined into a party, and started drinking more.
I was under the impression we were going back for more. That
Go
party
back
is
to
still
mine.
probably
Go
going
back
on.
to-
I think some of you decided you wanted to go back, and then as a group decided to go to Alton's house because my voice was dying.
Yes.
True, yeah.
This sounds like a familiar concept to me.
So you've gone to Alton's house, which happens to be on the way to his museum because his museum is like next door. Probably not next door, not far off though. It's close enough.
by.
But you have to leave the city to do so because Alton lives not
Beyond the walls,
inside
or-
the city.
So beyond the walls.
Beyond the walls. He will live in Z when I find the map and look up the name of the actual ward. It doesn't say the name of the ward, but there is a little section that's outside the city.
That bit.
That little bit out there. It's not even on the map, but I know it exists.
It exists. It's the urban sprawl of the city of
Fucking-
Waterdeep.
Yeah, it's where the poor people live, really. But
My people.
Poor people.
I don't seem rich, do I? Ching, ching, ching. ching, ching, ching.
So, you're on your way to Alton's house. Are you actually going to go to Alton's or are you just going to go straight to the museum?
We're going to go to his house. He's got the alcohol there.
It'd be your choice, right? Or
No, it's up to him where he's leading us.
yeah, he may not want us around his house.
I mean,
I
At
was
this
under the
point-
impression it was later in the day. That's why I was taking us
yeah.
back to my house.
Well, let's visit the museum.
Let's go to the museum first.
Yeah.
Instead then.
I mean, there's also the fact that there probably isn't alcohol in your house because you haven't
Been there in a
back
while.
for like
Yeah.
3 months.
Hey.
So it's
Wine.
not very good. Well, he's probably got quite a lot of wine in the
No,
cellar.
he probably drank it before he left.
Yeah, there might be like half bottle of absinthe in a cupboard somewhere.
I was thinking like the really expensive wines that you bring out for special occasions is still there.
You guys aren't special occasion.
Yeah.
Special occasions
we know-
Friday
we
night.
know-
We know he'd have that wine.
Yeah, it's not Friday night. It's gone. To the museum.
To them museums. Cool. So you'll walk through the sort of streets, more dusty roads than the exterior of the town.
Oh, I really badly.
Why?
I've made a mistake.
Yes, you have.
Shitty beer plus chocolate does not
Oh, that is gonna be great.
I like the fact that you got it into your mouth and looked at me like, oh no!
I then realised what I'd done.
There's a sign of just an immediate regret.
I have made
It was
a mistake.
fantastic. I just watched you. I was like, oh no. Fantastic. Right, let's see how it goes. Down it.
No.
I think it might get avoided for a period of time.
Do you know what the best part is? While he's doing that, he's probably going to eat more chocolate.
Yeah, water.
I have water. It's okay.
Yeah. Ultim will lead you through the streets. It'll take you off the sort of main path in the loosest sense of term. It's more of a dusty mud track. Once you're outside the city gates, you down a couple of side alleys, and you come to a very large, surprisingly well-kept building. Everything else in this area is sort of dark and like it's brown or black or dark blue or something. It's sort of made out of combinations of wood and fieldstone. But this building is white and like a pristine white, especially as it's there isn't cobblestone or pathing. It is just dust, but this building is still like shining in the afternoon light. How white it is. Magic or really good cleaners.
Yeah.
Fuck, the thingy's in the wrong place. Oh no, it's the heater. It's fine. I can kick the heater. That's not a problem. I thought I was kicking the tripod with the camera on it. give motion sickness to the viewers. So it's a white building. Walking up to the front of it, it's about 60 feet wide. You can see that it's got 2 floors. Nice, large windows across the top. The front has got a series of circular white steps leading up to a double door entrance, which is currently open. You can see standing outside the entrance are on either side of the doors are 2 Waterdavian guards in full dress uniform who are just standing there watching out. There are people drifting in and out of the museum. Looking past it, you can see the museum is presumably museum because it's the biggest fucking building by a long shot. The other houses you've been walking past have been sort of like maybe 30 feet wide, 30 feet long, sort of 30 to 40. This thing is 60 feet long and 100 feet wide. Other way around, but whatever. 60 feet wide, 100 feet long. It is a big building and it really stands out from the rest of the surroundings. You make your way up I'm assuming you make your way up the steps. Cool.
So, this is my home away from home, basically. Morning.
God, it's
Um,
just odd.
You see, this is why I wanted to come back to Waterdeep. Morning, Archimedes.
Yeah.
Straight through the sort of mahogany varnished sort of semicircular desk that sort of blocks the entranceway. That is at the moment accommodated by a younger halfling sitting there with a pad of paper and sort of lockbox with slot for coinage at the top.
Good day, sir.
Morning.
There is also, as you walk past, standing on either side of this semicircular, essentially receptionist desk, are 2 more Waterdavian guards, also in full dress uniform.
Why do you get so many guards?
Money.
So you have to pay for them. Expensive?
Pretty.
Yeah. The hall is, because you've walked into essentially a large, it's a museum, it's a large fucking hall. At the far end there is an open archway leading further into the museum. You can see either side of the room are staircases heading up to a viewing balcony around the top of this hall. And there are white wood pillars situated every sort of 10-15 feet as they dot down this hall. Length of the hall is...
You've calculated everything.
It's actually 200 feet long.
Okay.
The building's just getting bigger and bigger as we're watching it.
Yeah, basically, it just grows every time someone puts
I-
it in.
Or is it
Yeah.
bigger on the inside?
I now realise that I times by 10 the number of centimetres I drew in length, but in actual fact...
Not the scale of the building.
Yeah, not the scale of the building where it's every half a centimetre is 10 feet. So in actual fact it is 120 feet wide and 200 feet long.
Hashtag map quality there.
The hall you're in is 60 feet wide and 80 feet long. You can see there are people standing around. There are a few little things in like glass cabinets in this thing. Only a couple situated sort of just at the entrance inside the door where people are standing overlooking. One of them seems to be, it's really weird, there's a globe sort of about this big that is looking out over, there's an image in it of a like a forest over a mountainside, and as you're watching, it is running through various weather patterns. There is just a continuous, ever-changing weather movements through it. So there's like...
Climate?
And I direct everyone, unlock the case quickly, whipping out a chain of keys on a sort of large ring on my outer pocket. This is a great one. And so there's a beam of sunlight coming through the door. And you see, just sort of turn it and move it through the light as it changes the weather patterns from what would have been sort of mid-spring into summer, into autumn, into a winter, back into the case locked up.
You do notice as you move around the orb and the orb is moved, your perspective on the thing you're looking at moves with it. So you're always in a relative position to where you'd be if you were actually walking around the landscape. Which, as you've unlocked the thing, the group of three people who were there looking at it sort of just like at you, a bit like, oh shit, we just met the owner. What do we do? What do we do?
Is there a plaque or anything?
There is not.
So what is it?
What do you mean?
Does it have a name?
No. Well, I mean, do you want to name it?
You sure?
Frank!
I
Frank!
like Frank.
Archimedes, where's your father?
I'd have gone with the Orb of Seasons myself, but
I've sent for him, sir. He'll be here shortly.
Oh my god.
I'd have gone with the Orb
I
of
think
Seasons.
he's
but-
No, that's
Cleaning.
fine. That's fine, Archimedes. I mean,
Frank the weather code.
just let him know I'm looking for him.
Oh well, shall I? Are you going up to your office, sir?
Yeah,
I'll send him to your. Actually, I think he might be near. I think he's cleaning near your office. I
I'll
don't
see
know
him on the
why.
way.
Okay. Yeah.
His father's very good with metal.
Yeah. So I assume you put it back in and relock
Yeah.
the case, and the people there are just like, as you walk past.
Oh, I like the way they're looking upwards.
They're like, what the fuck?
Whatever. I'm
Do
looking
you
because
have,
it
do you
makes it
have, do you
look
have, a,
different.
do you have a special stairway?
You walk along,
Little balcony slightly
everything.
above.
No, I walk in the door and I levitate. Instantly levitate 6 foot.
So you have your own lair action of you in your museum.
You can float. Make it so.
Comrade Meatball commands it.
Yes,
Comrade
Yeah.
You get the sense as you look around there. The obviously you've seen it from the outside. There was a lot more further back than you think. Alton will lead you up one of the staircases up to the first floor, where again there are a few more glass cabinets sort of sitting around. There's one that from a distance just looks to be completely black. There's just nothing in it, but it also is really weird because it's right next to a window and there's definitely sunlight hitting it. But the actual glass case is completely and utterly black. Which, as you get closer, you start seeing slight glimmers of light, sort of just sifting through it, like sort of like electrical currents, just casting as you get closer. And they just look white at first, and again as you move closer in, it's next to a doorway or an archway that ultimately leads you through. They change from being just pure white light to shots of different colours that are just zapping through this darkness. There are a few people sort of up here. There's not as many displays up here. There's more of there's some tapestries depicting some old wars, things like that. Things that are easily recognisable as, that's ancient. Why is it here? There's a few things that have got like broken bits of stone on, sort of displayed inside. Elton will lead you through further into this upper level, into a second room, which is far emptier. There is only, the ground floor, the first room you came into only had the 2 displays. The one you just came upstairs had maybe a dozen or so, but this one you've walked in has got 1. And it's just a singular display. There's not as many people here. You can see again at the back wall there's 2 more archways which you lead through. And you come into a long corridor that spans the width of the entire museum. This one is completely devoid of all exhibitions. But not devoid of people, because there is, over in the corner, polishing a window, a very, very, very old halfling male. Just there, polishing the window. Which, as soon as you guys, you walk in and sort of glance around, and he hasn't looked at you, he's looking out the window, and he just, "Greetings, Senator!" As he keeps polishing. It doesn't turn around at all.
Oh? Oh. Who did you say?
Senator!
Me, don't worry. Do you have any brass and your, you know what I mean. I need a plaque made.
Oh, I can do that, yes, sir. What does it need to say?
Globe of
He
Seasons.
Tucks in a thing and sort of turns around and looks at you and goes, "Okay, sir. Sure it does.
Thank you. How's your son doing?
He's learning. He'll be ready eventually.
Good.
He's getting there. He's getting there."
He's all good.
It's something like that.
I've been keeping the museum clean like you asked, inside and out.
Very good job.
I'm good at my job.
Very good.
That's why I pay him. That'll be why it's blinding outside. Hold on.
It's all about the elbow grease.
The old
Oh,
ways
fucking
are the
load.
best.
Which, this guy is spindly and old, but he doesn't seem to, he's not like hunched over. His voice is a little bit out there. He's moving like a man, like a
Quite
halfling
spry.
that would be, yeah. He's moving like a halfling who's 50 rather than like 100 or something.
Hey, it's Bilbo.
Yeah, but without a ring.
Yeah.
He
that,
looks.
that we know of.
Suddenly just shit. What the fuck?
Has anyone been here since I've been away?
Only to collect the payment. Handled as effectively as ever.
Good, good. We're going in there.
I figured as much.
Get me if you need.
I won't need.
Walk over to what is to you guys just a completely sort of flat stone wall, and sort of put my hand on certain brick, which then and swings me.
There is no one else here. It's very well hidden.
Looking like a private part, but
It is.
Yeah. Enjoy, sir. Are you staying long?
I don't know.
It's not a bother to me. I will continue with the cleaning.
will this room be used to display?
This one or this one?
The one we are currently in.
It had the little old halfling leaning away.
Yeah.
Looks quite prepared for something, but
Well, at the moment, I'm out of exhibitions. But I'm hoping that we can find something.
This is an admirable task. Do the citizens pay to see these museums?
Well, there's a small fee for maintenance and
The guards,
my
I
staff.
imagine.
And
Well, the guards don't get paid by that.
that's completely separate.
It is, actually. I've got some more information on that.
But I mean, my staff need paying, and there's rent, and well, we have to require our exhibitions.
It is good to provide some level of inspiration and hope to the people of this city. I assume this museum runs on donations.
Something like that.
Maybe we will find something in our travels to put in this room.
I certainly hope so.
I like that term, sir. Donations. Have a good day, sir. Bolton.
Thank you.
And you will just wander off.
In.
And you start. You goes into the room you just walked in. You start hearing the sounds of squeaking glass as you just start cleaning another exhibition.
Very efficient.
Well trained.
So,
What the fuck do we call you then?
back to the name
So-
calling.
Alton, preferably.
Senator.
Yeah.
Definitely in public.
Okay then.
What's the other one about? Well, aren't we private here?
You didn't hear it. Alton.
Hmm. Okay.
What do you want to know? Come on. Okay.
I wanna know
Okay.
the other name.
I'll
I wanna
walk
know
over to the
which
desk,
one's
pull
wrong.
out the wooden and leather-backed chair, turn it around, and sit down.
Yeah. So
Ask away.
yeah. So you walked into. He's unlocked a wall, led you in, locked the wall behind you, and sit down. There are about half a dozen or so glass cases here. A couple of tapestries on the wall. There's a mahogany desk with like a velvet writing pad in the middle of it. Obviously, a mahogany desk chair with velvet lined padding. But there are also dotted around the room various. I want to say beanbags, but they wouldn't be beanbags at that time.
They
But-
beat straw.
yeah, like small little suitable seating things for guests that are comfy but fluffy.
So cushions.
Yeah,
Basically.
like big,
Big
fucking cushions. In fact, yeah, they're probably not straw. They're probably feather.
Nice.
The exhibitions are mostly trinkets. There doesn't seem to be anything of. Maybe one of the tapestries is a historical thing. Most of them here are just like oddities, things that look strange, or doing weird things. There's one of them. There's a very small little spider that's just like black mechanical spider. But every time like you guys look away and look back, it's moved to a different location. Just sort of like clambering around on the inside of this case. There's a small little 1-inch cube that has every single side is a different colour. They sort of seem to just, as it's sitting there, it's spinning, and the colours don't move their location. So the cube spins round, but the red stays on that spot, so it just spins
I
round.
honestly thought you were going to say it's a Rubik's Cube.
Honestly,
I honestly thought that's what I was going to say. A halfling-sized Rubik's Cube is what I was expecting.
Various things like that. There is also in one of them. Actually, no, it wouldn't be in one of them. It'd be on the desk. Which, as soon as you sat down, his voice went, Greetings, sir. From this doll sitting on the desk.
That's nice things.
One of the cabinets has got a very large round jug that has got 2 big handles on the top of it and a dozen or so different spouts out the side of it with little corks in it. And then there's in another one, there's a metal rod. It's about that long that is just floating in midair.
Mm-hmm. So, find yourself somewhere comfortable. What did you want to know?
Name.
Senefor Turner is my given name. I prefer Alton, if you must address me in public.
Why the alias then?
Not everything here has the cleanest of histories.
I should have known.
You really should have done.
I mean, you haven't rented out yet.
I assumed you had. Good. You are as smart as I thought you were.
Probably not.
No, probably not. I did get stabbed by a dog.
I have my moments.
We all have our moments.
Now, I was going to say, have you got any magic exhibitions? But this room clearly has stuff in it. What's that spider about? That's intriguing.
Wish I
And
could
it's-
play with it.
Clockwork?
Have a look. Hand you the keys to go open the box.
I'll go and open it.
You go open it, you pick it up. It's definitely mechanical in nature,
Yeah.
but whilst you're looking at it, it's not moving. And then you blink, and during the time you blink, one of its legs has shifted slightly.
Oh.
Snap. See if he turns towards me.
That's interesting.
Leaps on his face.
Well-
It's like,
I was just like, I was going to do that, but it probably wasn't. So, no.
Well, this
How
one,
is that made?
I don't know. It
Because
came from
Clockwork's interesting to me, but that.
well, it came from a tower of a certain elven gentleman. I mean, it was just sat on his shelf between a pair of books, and well, I couldn't leave it there. It's so interesting. I put it back in the box and locked the case again.
I have not travelled with the group for very long, but something has been bugging me since we reached this Make sure I choose my words carefully. But you say the cleanest of history, and I feel we must sort this out. How does that halfling reach the second floor outside? It is glimmering white. Can your kind float?
I pull out that little bestiary notebook that I was talking with the dragon about. And I flip to the little halfling's note page. It's like,
What can float or fly?
Can you actually create a notebook and mark all these things? It would be very entertaining.
I've kept the blue dragon one, mate.
Yeah, we can read through your notes just to say what's happened.
I would like to bring this bestiary back to the earth plane.
Flying halfling.
We have no records of flying halflings.
What records do you have of people
So,
here?
Fisk can do it because he has the ability to cast fly because he is a spellcaster.
Well, I mean, the people.
No. Oh, you see, like his face drop a little. Like,
But-
oh, this is.
He's quite an accomplished arcane user. I suspect that's how he cleans the top.
How mundane, he says, writing down spell casting halflings.
Could you just use prestidigitation as clean?
Oh no, he cleans it all by hand.
You have seen him.
That's why I
right?
was asking why doesn't he?
You've seen him, right?
I suppose he does like it.
He enjoys the work.
I mean, our expertise lay in being unseen and unnoticed.
Yes, you are quite small folk in the kindest of ways.
Says a 7 foot tall.
I take that in every compliment.
As soon as we were just like, oh, fucking hell, you're aching my neck hair.
To
doing
someone
this.
who doesn't even reach your knee.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, he's like 3.5 times my height.
Right.
Oh, no.
Damn.
2 and a bit.
No, we what?
I feel like this isn't a conversation you're standing next to each other because you're going to be breaking your neck.
Yeah,
This is
both
where
of us.
you're
He's in his
standing
chair.
like 5 feet
He's in
back.
a chair.
How tall are you?
I'm now
Yeah,
in
but
back
I
in
mean-
it, yeah.
He could be in a chair. Of course, not a big bag.
Even
I know
sitting in
you
a
were 3
beanbag
foot,
is
and
going to
mine
be
was
right
only
up.
just.
Three,
Yeah, 3.
Not really.
Okay.
We're assuming you're like 7 foot.
Yeah, I was
Bet
like
fast.
1 inch shorter than Fenrir, wasn't I?
Yeah, who's like, so you're like 6'10" or something. Huge.
Semir is 7'1".
Oh, so you're
Still
7 foot.
foot.
Yeah, huge.
Massive.
I mean, I hope the doorway wasn't like shaped for half.
I was
Standard
thinking,
really
why,
struggles with it.
wouldn't you just have a halfling sized door?
No, he has a proper door.
No. All the
You
doors.
first still have to bend to get
All the doors are like standard human, like heights. So like 6'2".
I was thinking
something.
secret door might not be.
Just
That
like
is still-
largest.
Interestingly, it was a normal sized door. Take with that what you will.
So, did you have this place built, or was it an acquisition from someone?
Stares at the DM.
You probably acquired it.
Just killed the last owner, like, that's mine now.
No, he doesn't need to kill anyone. He has a particular skill that allows him to acquire buildings.
Yeah.
Already tried that one. Well, I mean, I didn't build it per se, but it was never what it is today.
Well, fair enough. I'll say it's rather out of place with the surroundings.
You think it was meant to be a church originally?
Possibly one day, someone may have been praying here.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's sort of an altar of some sorts,
Master?
if you wish.
I am surprised that I've not actually come to this part of Waterdeep. This
Well,
is pretty obvious.
You're lost.
If
If you don't leave the walls, you don't find the fun.
Well, I have left the walls.
Not the right ones.
Big city.
Oh, I mean, I'm just coughing.
Yeah. It's the doll.
The doll just randomly coughed.
So, why did the doll say hello, sir?
Who doesn't want to be greeted on their entrance? Just you.
Yeah.
It would depend on the day. Some days just really quiet.
Oh no, every day. I'm normally here when there's no one else.
It might get a bit quiet and lonely then. So yes, I understand that.
Enjoy yourselves for a moment. I need to go check something, and I'm gonna sort of go to the side and check the safe for volumes of cash for payments.
It is all there as designed. which is a big fucking safe. It's a really big safe with a series of complex locks.
Do I have knock? Just walk up.
Can I kill you in 3 hits?
Yes.
Yes.
Extremely easily.
I don't think maybe just 2 hits.
And 1 hit, I'm kidding.
Probably 1 actually. Yeah.
Well, what's your hit points? 44.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
do it in
yeah.
1.
It would require like near max rolls, but you can do it.
And if you got a crit, it's even worse.
That's scary to think about, eh?
No, pretty much everyone
Yeah.
can kill me in 1 if they use the
Wizards now.
Oh,
wizards.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that. It's just like
The counter to that is you can kill most other people.
People in 1 hit.
In
Yeah.
fact, yes, I would launch a
I like
scorching
that.
ray with like 8 rays.
Yeah. Like, if they get to you, you'll fall down, but you have the possibility of dropping them before they reach you, or just being like, "Fuck it, I'm going this way. You can't hit me up here, bitches."
Fly.
invisible,
Firing me out.
run away. All sorts of other fun. Invisibility.
I've got greater
Yeah,
resistance.
all the large sons of gold are still sitting in that. Obviously, dwindled
Slightly.
slightly, yeah, because payments have been made.
In line with where they should be.
Yes. Which is as expected, because only one other person has access to his room. He quite likes his job.
And being alive. And his family being
Oh,
alive.
he's not worried about that. You know he can fight very well. He has, on occasion,
Have to.
yes, he is. Well, on occasion there have been would-be thieves when the guards weren't around, and you've gone out to from 4 or 5 doors down, heard the commotion, and by the time you've got there, he's already finished.
And clean.
He's cleaning the. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He's finished. The bodies are gone. The blood is gone. Everything is back to where
Just
it
white
was.
again.
Nothing happened.
It takes about 30 seconds.
Back to bed.
Yeah. Kind of, you know he can fight. You don't know how he fights because you've never
had
seen
to witness it.
I'm getting the impression of he's like kind of like Yoda. He just walks around and says,
All I've got is Zam's good twin.
Liam has finally made Zam's good twin. I have a feeling Zam's good twin was going to be working for
Well, I mean,
anyone.
if I'm going to make Zam's good twin, by definition, it should actually be a triplet because I have to make evil Zam as well.
I was assuming Zam was the
Zam.
evil one.
No, Zam is neutral.
Oh,
So much more fun.
yes.
Zam doesn't do evil things. He just does things he thinks is funny.
And together they become the God of Chaos.
You ever get them in one room, man?
They all
That's a
try
family
fighting
reunion.
each other. They all fire disintegrate at the same time, and it ends the world.
Yeah. I mean, they're all probably bound by the same laws. They can only ever exist in that one thing that's their home. So if you ever got them into the same room, you somehow merged 3 buildings. Which are interdimensional time travelers. So, not gonna do a good thing.
End of all
It's
time.
like putting a bag of holding in a bag of
Do
holding.
you know what? It's a new.
Only
In a
goes
bag of
bad.
holding.
Yeah. Can only go poorly.
No, it's a new quest. You've got to escape. This. Do you know what? It's an MC Escher painting. You've got to escape.
Oh, excuse me.
Anyway, back to.
Anyway, you are in Alta's Museum. What would you like?
anything else that's interesting? I don't know the whole place is, but
I was going to say everything.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Of
Anything
particular,
in
particular
particular?
interest in this room would be the rod that isn't moving.
I wonder
And
if it has a name for that. Eh?
yeah. And the jug that has multiple spouts.
So you were talking about, like, the immovable rod that Smittens is sitting on at the moment. And the alchemy jug that's on the table.
Actually, now I'm wondering if I would have recognised these in the first place.
You might have done, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have actually. Now I come to think about it.
I
The
mean,
only thing that was intriguing was that spider.
the spider's
It's
fun.
clockwork.
Yes, it's good fun.
It's how
Which- Smittens, whilst cut up on the immovable rod, has just been sitting there staring at it, so it hasn't moved at all.
It's basically like one of the bloody statues, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it's
It
crying
moves.
angel.
Yeah.
Weeping angel.
But
Weeping
Weeping Angel, but
Fucking-
it's not that fast, and it doesn't do a bad thing. It just
Yeah.
moves.
It's just a movement.
Whilst it's not being observed, it goes.
What's it do then? Well, it's not moved. I think I can't see it.
Yeah, you have no idea what it does. It just moves.
It just does its own thing.
It's quite brilliant, really.
Yes. You try divination spells on it.
I suppose. Yeah, if you just like scrying or something. Yeah. Oh.
I don't have any.
And we're in the same place.
I was wondering.
Do you see anything you like, Smittens?
It's just like coals up on the rod.
I thought you might.
No, obviously it's a cat, but the rod's like that big. But it's a cat, so cats fit. If I fits, I sits.
And it also can fly, so
It's sitting in midair.
yeah.
Cat's quite happy.
Naturally. Well, it's good to see it's still standing and no one has stolen anything.
Does it happen often?
No.
Has it happened? And they've got away with it.
No.
They tried.
There's
They don't have a grave.
You hear a sudden foreboding.
It got robbed.
It's a nice polishing sound.
There's a reason he's a cleaner.
Oh, is that his wrestling name?
No, that's his job title.
Oh, right.
Well, where will we be going after here?
Harvard.
Oh, well, okay.
So we have no plan. Do you think we were going to Neverwinter after we finish with Wall Street? Do you want to collect them from your house? Or?
Yeah, there won't be anything there. Do we want to take the jug? It'd be quite fun. Ale. And I pour some into a glass on the.
Yeah, it was.
It's an alchemy jug, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I literally go ale. I speak ale to the jug, pour some
pours
into
out
a
ale.
glass, and pass it to you.
So I'm assuming it just pours out.
It pours ale.
Just
There's
ale.
like
I like it.
8 things that can
It's got 10 things it can make. 10 different liquids it can make. One of which is mayonnaise.
Oil is one, isn't it?
Oil, mayonnaise,
Wine,
wine, ale,
water, salt
poison,
water,
and salt and fresh waters.
There's a whole bunch of things an
Yeah.
alchemy jug can make.
The mayonnaise is the funny part.
Mayonnaise.
Cool. Try to drink the ale.
It's good ale.
It's pretty good.
It's quite useful. Saves them bar tab.
I'll bet.
Oh, so drink here first.
I'll say. What
Ah. Maybe.
There is only one goblet.
You'll have to share.
Eh. As long as you've got no diseases, it's good.
Snap pops out a straw.
There's
fish bowling.
There's more, but I mean, there's only one glass.
We'll get another glass and
There's one glass.
Oh.
I don't have company.
I pull out a beaker.
I pour some ale into the beaker. There's a toddler drinking ale. I feel like a bad parent.
No, good pepper.
That is going to come out really weirdly because it's got that really wide base but really narrow neck. That is
All
going
of the head.
glob like no tomorrow.
We'll get a spherical beaker.
Fenrir will point at the rod. What's that? Because I know Andrew would if he was here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't say. Andrew and John aren't here because they're ill.
The lack of.
As if you didn't
The
think
lack
about it.
of people, I
You've
thought.
obviously noticed that because we've been going for 50
No,
minutes.
they were just practicing
An
their visibility.
explanation. Also, Alton told you leveled up.
Oh,
Alton
wow.
did. What did Alton do?
I got super sneaky. Super
Level,
sneaky.
level 9 rogue.
Super sneaky.
Um,
Super sneaky.
yeah. So you've got plus 13 to sneak, and if
You
he
know.
I know
moves
the
half
song.
his speed or less, he gets advantage on dex checks, self checks. So he's basically invisible. And Teldred is now a level 6 ranger. So 6 ranger, 3 fighter. I don't know what else he got, but I know that much. So there we go.
He'll tell you next week.
Yeah, we'll ask him again next week. There will be a whole bunch of people next week, I think. So yeah, Fenrir will point at the immovable rod.
Well, it's quite an interesting pick item. Throw it to him. Click the button. Let go.
Oh.
Yes, very useful. Thank you. I usually hang my coat on it.
Could be useful for climbing as well.
Mm.
Or to stop a door being opened.
A second immovable rod.
Not at the moment. I mean, I could probably find one. I go into the drawers and pull out a...
Flip it over first flick. Yeah, there's a note that Roaring Horn has an immovable rod.
Yeah, that won't help. The only one I have is Roaring Horn. Yeah.
No, just see you climbing with two sequentially.
I mean, someone might be able to. I tend to just climb up walls.
That is all.
Oh, actually, no more like that.
Is there like
Never be too short with Flint.
Yeah. You're just like, finished? Or you
Should
still
we take
going?
them with us just in case?
just
Yeah.
Well, seeing as we seem to be on the road a lot, I will bring it just in case.
Oh, so you are coming with us again then?
Well,
I wasn't sure if you were going to stay.
I pull a sheet out of the binder. I went for this. I suspect it's gone now. Put it back in the drawer. Never went.
I suppose you can look at this.
We can go to Neverwinter.
I was thinking this adventure we're on. You've been acquiring a few magic items yourself.
We
Yeah,
might
you
have
can display the rod. Like the big one, the giant one.
And your vision, cast
I
of
sold
dark vision.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Oh, yes!
Oh yeah, you did.
That's how we got all the potions. But I'm sure we'll find something to put on display. Well, unless there's any more questions, let's we'll either make our way north or make our way to the pub.
Tavern's probably better. I think, was it afternoon?
seem to do with drink. Just,
Have you ever been drunk?
Oh.
yes.
Oh.
Have we all?
Probably.
I have never seen drinking of this caliber.
Yes.
Well, it's because I personally have taken up the "you never know what day you're going to die when you're fighting giants" creed.
You know, there's someone else I've heard of with that creed.
Oh.
There are blocks this big.
So yes,
The goblet's still this big.
that's why I've decided that you live every day like it could be your last, because it's quite possible right now.
You would survive longer were you not constantly inebriated.
No. When fighting fire giants, and all my magic is to do with fire.
Almost certainly not.
So you drink copious amounts of alcohol to handle this fire.
No, this is to make me brave enough to go and fight them.
We're getting so berated by a stone for being
Drink responsibly.
Listen,
Yeah,
kids.
don't drink in Fireball.
Well,
So
don't
that's
drink
basically what
hot
the character
spells.
side is. He's run so many giants and almost dead so many times. Just looking
Also, note how I just said, listen, kids. Because that's the primary target of drink sensibly. I do not condone underage drinking. Just going to clarify.
Oh God! You had to qualify it. That made it so much worse.
I wanted to be sure. Yeah, I'll have some bacon things. So, you guys are going drinking.
Apparently, we're going drinking.
Cool. I assume you're going to head into the city to drinking.
I was
Yes.
going to say, yeah, we should lead them to one of the, the good place.
I'll follow you.
Oh, okay. There are many.
There are plenty.
You start making your way down, back out of the museum, which, at this point, you actually notice there's a lot less people upstairs, and as you start making your way down the bottom set, there's the guards are helping to sort of usher people out. And you can see that the old cleaner has just hung a plaque up and is there going to be absolutely certain that it's clean. It's been all of about like 10 minutes.
Classic.
Archimedes sort of looking like, greetings, sir. I'm going to start doing some training again.
Good.
Uh-huh.
There'll be a quiz when I'm back.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. It's going to be some months again.
Okay. I'll know by then.
I'm sure you will. You have a good teacher.
Who is no longer at that plaque? Is that the other side? Going.
Turns.
See, invisibility ring.
Probably. Shadow step. Fucking might be.
Punk sorcerer.
For all I know.
You know, he's really good at his job, and you don't care past that.
Yep.
But as the guards
Probably.
finish collecting the last of the visitors at that point, and sort of step out, nod to you, nod to Fisk, who looks around and just draws a sword and just looks at his son like, here we go then. But the sword comes from nowhere. He just
Not even a cane?
no, from nowhere. He does this motion, but there is nothing there. He just has a sword in his hand.
As everyone leaves, I just sort
Yeah.
of. So, where are we going?
The loud sounds of
Well-
pricking necks.
You're the ones from here, so.
Oh, just follow me. We'll go somewhere.
Okay. We'll make your way into town.
A decent place.
Nowhere sticky.
No.
Nowhere sticky.
We have some standards here. Depends what part you're from.
You'll make your way into town, which obviously the Cloud Giant Castle is still hovering above the city.
Well, it's only been like an hour, I guess. It's an hour and a half.
Something like that. But you'll spend the evening drinking. I assume stumble at some point back to Alton's home. Pass
Well,
out
he
in
doesn't want us
various
to do it.
places. Which,
In a bathtub.
yeah, sure, someone's in a bathtub.
Called it. Done. Hey.
Wow, that's the first piece of food Liam dropped.
It was over there I couldn't reach. There was
Oh,
things in
bless.
the
It
way.
wasn't that he got confused aiming for that or going for the rest of the bacon thing.
And his T-Rex arms.
He's wearing the wrong shirt.
Yeah.
I won't have it on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my Oh, I'm not here tomorrow. Damn it! I'll put it on anyway.
He's doing somewhere else. He's abandoned us!
Cheetah. You've seen someone else?
It's my sister's birthday party.
Doesn't excuse it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. Which
Mhm.
I'm actually pretty happy about. That she has asked for that. Wasn't my suggestion. She asked for a D&D session.
And Luna,
So-
bring them in.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her and 7 of her friends.
Oh, bloody hell.
Have fun with that.
All of them like 11 or 12, all female. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
So, good luck.
So instead of getting drunk, they all just like have
They're
a
going-
slumber
well,
party.
they-
and
they-
just-
There are 11 or 12.
They're
I
going
know.
to charm
Yeah.
the wolves, turn the wolves on the
Into their-
town, and extort the town for trousers.
and makeup.
No, trousers.
That's-
Armoured
it's-
trousers.
It's a story.
It's a story. It's a
There
reference.
was also another story where the TM was like, I set up an army of wolves to fight them, and they fed them and convinced the army of wolves to fight for them. Like, don't give girls power, man. They'll take over the world.
Don't throw dogs in their face. Because they will just go, oh, dog! And just.
It's fine.
Ooh, puppy, fight it.
I'm just going to be doing goblins. Everything's goblin. I'm going
That's
to be using
better.
so many goblin voices.
That's way better.
Make them do the voice.
Good luck with your voice.
I am
Yeah.
probably going to wreck my voice again tomorrow, but that's fine.
So Liam won't be here again next week.
I'll be going to fight that. Excuse me.
You're
Oh,
not
yeah,
excused.
so we all wake up in varying
States
Choose
of
your place.
Various
Choose your
different
place on
places,
the house where you wanna
different
wake up.
states of clothing.
I'm lying next to the fire.
Okay, I'll help them.
Fully clothed because I didn't get drunk and I spent most of the evening writing in my manuscript book
There you
instead.
go.
Cool.
Noted.
He can be in the garden.
Yeah.
Yes, in the tree. Just hugging him or something. Like,
Hugging a tree.
Yeah, do a rock formation.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he's got a new statue.
when you get that, Alton's got a nice little in his back garden. Has got a nice little rock. Sort
Yeah,
of
we'll
rock
use the
garden.
alchemy jug as a water fountain and just place it.
Yeah, so it's,
Just have it like,
Flint fell asleep in the rock garden and just completed it. So he lived in there.
ties the garden together, man.
Oh dear. So morning comes. It sort of gets lighter. Not that much lighter because there's a big fucking cloud giant castle in the way.
I thought they were leaving to park somewhere else.
Oh, that's right.
That is
Well,
true, yeah.
except it takes a
You wanted
really
to.
long time to move it. It's not very fast. The castle itself is a very slow-moving castle.
And they've got to turn on the spot and then go that
The
way.
tower was very quick.
The
Yeah,
tower
but
was-
that's
Tower,
like that's
not
like a
castle.
sports car version.
also, the tower was quick because I couldn't be asked to sit there on 30 days on a journey, so I made
I
it
know.
a 10-day journey instead.
And even then, we went back and forth for a couple of
Yep.
days.
Yeah.
And we
Fuck it, fine.
And we still nearly tried to mutiny.
Let's do this stuff.
And mutiny.
So, what are you guys doing apart from curing your hangovers?
Why?
I would like
Breakfast?
to go to the caravanserai and find out if they know anything about Jolf.
Which one?
Is there like an organization that deals with city trade?
We just all look over. Like,
Everyone looks at the person that is the world.
there'll be one.
There'll be various businesses that sort of trade. I wouldn't say there is a singular trading, like single company responsible for trading, but there are near the gates. There are various wagon rights that you can hire wagons from, and it's where it will be where wagons are stored during stays and whatnot.
I would
So
say it's a little far for him to have travelled in a short amount of time.
As far as I was aware, the last time we saw he was heading towards Avon, and then when we got to Avon, he'd gone on.
We never asked him.
you are
I
in
did.
Woodley, but you don't know necessarily where he's been prior.
Certainly worth tracking. Well, I mean, the teleportation circle is near enough. I mean, we can go by the gates. We've got to go through one at least. We can stop off. spend the morning gate to gate.
I don't think teleporting or hangover is going to be good.
I don't think it'd be any
What's
worse.
that like? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy travel settings. They go between jumps. It's like,
Claude, think on the sofa. How do you feel?
So you're going to a wagon, right? Cool. There's like, you'll know there's essentially like 3 or 4 next to each gate,
Mm.
and there's 1, 2.
Well, we're going
3,
through the
4.
south gates, so we're going to stop at those ones, then go towards the
That's true.
the east, the lower east gates.
The south
Oh.
gates will have no information.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Then go to the lower east, and then work up from there.
Yeah. Again, the
I guess we go up to the people that are like chartering, people going on and off caravans, the kind of recruiters that we've pissed off in the past.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this man? Or do you know where he's going? Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm afraid
after you hit all the gates, the 2 northern gates will both, you'll get the information that he's passed through. They haven't seen him in about 4 or 5 months, something like that. Was the last time he was in Waterdeep. But he left some very angry people behind. They don't really know why they were angry, but they were angry people. So he sort of left town quickly.
Do they say who is angry with him?
It were people, other travellers,
Other
people he had
travellers,
escorted across country, and were upset at the charge.
Alright. No one of importance that I can go and talk to.
Not really.
Okay.
But the people you're talking to are confused as to why they're upset at the charge, because you've had a signed piece of paperwork saying that they had agreed to the charge. So, as far as they were concerned, it was all legit. And people were just being pissy for being pissy.
Did you have to sign any paperwork?
None signing my keystone.
What did you sign?
Well, it seemed like normal travelling documents to ensure his services were trustworthy. I did have to hire him after all. I do read the fine print, as they say.
Of course you do.
Always a good idea.
Yeah, of course you do. Was that Flint or Evan talking?
We're not turning him into our own lawyer.
He is now the company rock lawyer.
He's an Earth genocide rock lawyer.
Oh God, people get so annoyed at you in court. Are you finished? No. I have 5 more points to talk about.
Before object.
Oh, making him the judge is even worse.
This is your life now.
The jury.
There's a vacancy in Waterdeep.
He was, but he got told to go in.
We now need to make a legal drama with rock genocide.
CSI
That'd be so fucking difficult. But like, who killed them? We have no fucking clue because there's literally no evidence. They're dead. That's it. There's no face, so we can't speak to them. There's no sign of anything. Fuck knows, mate. Fuck knows. Fucking trying to work out murders in
Fuck
theory
that
is really difficult, actually.
No prints, no DNA. Bollocks to that.
Unless, of course, you leave your murder victim in a shallow grave, in a flower bed, in a place that you're going to go and rob.
Two geniuses came out of that fight.
Yeah, they did.
Fucking hell.
I mean, the thing that's actually funny is I think Brooke was one of the smartest in the party, but he'd never been on land.
Yeah.
So he didn't know how laws and shit worked.
Or how ground
Yeah, so as
worked.
far as he was concerned, it was a good idea.
You're at sea, you just go overboard.
Basically, that's all he was doing. He was just putting it overboard. He just didn't realise that. Oh shit, they're still there. Bugger.
Anyway, so we're going to Neverwinter
We have a
To-
person to
now.
chat to.
Yes, just tell someone that his guard is looking for a thief across 10 towns and that the thief
But-
has already been found.
Yes. Does anyone remember what said guard's name was?
I was keeping notes at that point, so yes.
It was some bloke in some fancy armour, is all I remember. Was it a sir?
Solano
That's-
Strail.
That's the
Did
one.
Neverwinter let him know that the night is about the attack and what he is doing. I tell him about the giants, that the other knight is searching for evil.
It was Barrack who sent you. Apparently I left my marker in here from last time.
Excellent.
So I'm just like, what page do I need to do? Oh, I've marked it.
How
I'm
helpful.
prepared.
For
That's
once.
strange. I actually was prepared. I have a map and everything.
A shock.
Some point I'll put that up. Maybe I'll put that up on Instagram later. The actual map of the museum. Once I've removed the additional line where I fucked up and didn't have a rubber.
God. These terrible map makers.
He
Yeah.
did say we'd tell them, and I feel we should live up that commitment.
Well, our wagon's held for another few days, so why not? Where did we come in?
Hmm.
Oh, the
Yeah.
graveyard.
So that brings back memories. Okay. Well, I suppose we take them that way.
I think you left.
That
Yeah, I think you left Boris.
We had a week on him.
Yeah,
In Evelyn.
And the
in
other
Everlands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crackle.
Crackle.
You left
And
him
Crackle,
in
yes.
Everlands.
Yeah, Boris and Crackle were there
So
for a
10
week,
days
and
we were
we've
in-
got 5 left, 4, 5
Yeah, we were
left.
there for one. We were in the other place for one
We
night,
went to Yartar for a night,
and then we went
from
straight
here.
This is the start of your third day.
Yeah, so
We've got seven-
Wow,
we've got
got
7
so
days.
much time.
Yeah.
Wait, how long
You-
did you store them for?
a week.
We stored them for a week.
Jeez.
Yeah, including this day, you've got 8 days left.
We're gonna get there and get a refund. Jesus. We're gonna get there and leave. Yeah. Fine. Okay, let's
so
go.
Neverwinter.
Let's go. This,
Cool.
this is
This
that
way.
one.
So you're heading back to the City of Death, right?
Mhm.
City of the Dead, rather than City,
City
of
of
Death.
the Dead.
And here comes the zombies. City of the Dead.
It's not filler.
You do occasionally get the zombie problems. It's just, it's like, oh, crap.
It's 'cause, it's
And then all of the clerics just pour out and just go, no!
the Mirror of
big
Dead Men is
whack-a-mole,
just to the
really.
north. So it's just
Yeah, yeah. Waterdeep really has, like, here's where we bury all the dead people. And, like, a few days north of us is a swamp full of dead people. We're so good at this.
Dead people!
There's a legitimate chance of there being undead walking around that graveyard.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, is it within
any
the walls?
graveyard you
Yeah,
can have
within the
undead
walls.
people
Is it in the
walk.
walls?
Yeah,
No,
it's
there's still a
inside.
good chance they're big.
Well, I mean, they're inside walls, but inside a walled area, which has
It is,
gates.
yeah. It does have its own gates.
So there's probably a
Which is
reason for
guarded.
that.
You
I mean,
you
it's
probably
guarded
don't
as
want to
well.
live near it, though, because I can't imagine it smells great.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
But they're also clerics, so they can just go, no.
Yeah. How about I'm holy, bitch, is holier than thou. Cool, so you'll make your way back into the City of Dead, find the location of the
Speak the
teleportation
key
circle.
word and make the door
Say,
open.
what was the name on top of the on top of the?
It begins
I
with
mean,
an M.
you'll know where it is, you'll find it, and the name on the top is
Begins with an
Minor.
M. Minor.
M-Y-R-N-A.
Speak the name.
Yeah.
Speak the name
You'll
and
go
make
in,
it
speak
so.
the name, and when you say it's inside, the Shield Guardian moves and shifts the slab outline, which you didn't do when you say outside, which you have to come in and say it.
I said I had to open the actual door to get in.
Yeah,
You
to
have
open
say
the
it as
door,
well.
you've got to say it twice. So it's the keyword
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. And you enter down, you see the same mage that was there before. You ask where you want to go.
Neverwinter, please.
Alright, and you get teleported to Neverwinter. Simply.
Where the fuck on?
Well, so
You
far
are-
we've ended up in a broken down house, a graveyard,
It
Wizard's
can't get
Tower,
worse.
Wizard's Tower.
It can't get worse. Oh my god, this is lava. Ah!
Did you just really just say that?
Yes.
Oh no, not sewers.
I was thinking probably a flooded cave.
I was thinking we're going to land in lava.
So the light comes back. You can see again. Sort of comes back because immediately after the light flash at the end of the teleportation, it's pitch black again.
What can I see?
You are standing in an attic.
Ah,
I cannot see.
Don't worry.
There's a few sounds from below, and then a door opens and light fills up, and a human female sticks her head up, looks around and goes, "Hello, it's this way."
Thank you.
Comes back down again.
You can see there's no light.
Oh, that's better. I thought you were something much worse.
Nearly. Walk down.
Come down the steps. You standing in the study, lit by a bunch of candles and very tall. Lots of candles light the area, and also scattered around are very tall piles of books, which is totally the safest way to live in this thing. You also notice the entire house is made of wood.
Yeah.
So there's a fight with books and...
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
it just has like candles perched in
Are
random
any of the
places.
books interesting?
Make a quick investigation check as you have a little look around. There's a lot of books.
You got a 7.
You should have rolled the metal one.
Yeah, actually.
yeah, the most interesting one at the bottom
So
of the pile.
that's...
Good luck getting it out.
Oh, investigation.
Yeah,
Still the same. 15.
15.
Yeah.
There's probably most of it is like spell books, magic books, but that would make sense. She's a wizard who's training, so probably is something that would pique your interest. But she sort of, as you guys come down, sort of points to a door and goes, "That way, just go down the stairs, walk out the door, it's fine. We're in a row house, so you just leave.
And getting back?
Remember where it is and just walk in through the door and I will port you."
Less secure than the other one.
Mm.
Okay, let's go. Through the door.
Yeah, we leave.
Cool. Yeah, so you come out and you're standing outside a row house.
Okay. Are there any guards?
There probably would be guards around in places. Let me switch through now.
What's the weather like? Does Tal'Darim need to take cover? Or...
Talon always needs to take cover.
I was going to say, Teldrin currently looks like a wood elf because the moment you said you were going to Neverwinter, he put on his hat of disguise.
You mean his beanie of disguise?
Good
Yeah,
purchase.
beanie and moustache of disguise. Because as you step out and look around, you realise most of our things here are high elves. Lots and lots and lots of elves.
That's a lot of elves.
It's another place where he's super welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, most of the places you've been, he's not got any shit. This is a
place-
place you'd get shit.
We've got quite a lot of shit in
That's
Luskan.
good.
Because you pissed off a ship.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get shit until you
Not-
pissed someone off.
Not
We-
just
we-
a ship,
we
a ship captain.
We did bad.
Would
there
I
seems to be
know
a lot of pointy
to know the
ears.
trails? I know I've been here. My character hasn't been here in a few years, but Sounds
No, I don't think you would. Because he's not an important person. He's just someone who lives here. He's also human. So yeah, so you're in Neverwinter, cool.
Can we see?
as I said, looking for a guard, I better ask if he knows.
Obviously, yeah, that, or if there's an obvious sort of centre within view.
I mean, like, it's like the very centre of Neverwinter. We've seen, like, the town near it. big city.
So you won't be at the centre. You're going to be sort of at the mouth of because you're in a row house, so you're going to be near water, but near the edge of the water because it looks like it's falling down.
Can we see like the centre of the city from where we
You
are?
can see a very large castle.
Well, we'll probably head that direction, I suspect, and see if we can find a guard along the way.
I mean, the castle you know is ruined and dangerous.
Maybe not.
My character is from Neverwinter, or was before
Yeah.
he went hermited.
This
for a
is
while.
information you're likely to know.
I have mentioned it, yes.
Okay.
It is finding something out.
Where are we going?
We were going to find guards.
No. I mean, oh, we're going to find a guard.
We were going to find out who it would be before we start heading in that direction.
I'll follow you.
Steps backwards.
Tighten up the robe. My lovely robe of items. Useful items.
Money things.
Useful items.
Cool. Yeah, so you're finding a guard to find out where to find thingy.
Yes.
Cool. You'll talk to a guard and get directions. It's not difficult. Also, it's a pointless thing to problem.
So yeah.
So you'll follow the directions through town. Find your way to a sort of decent-sized house. It's not massive, but it's definitely not small. Big enough to have a single-stall stable, in which you can see a human male dressed in plate mail with a cloak across his back, grooming a very large, pristine-looking stallion. Who actually, his cloak looks very much like the cloak that Alton is wearing.
That's borrowing. Oh, right, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I've got an item on. Must remember that and go check if something's a.
Are you still under?
Sort of. That's where I looked around at you.
Can I have your DMG? You need to double check if something's an achievement.
Huh?
I need to check achievement.
I believe it is a Truman.
Yeah, I think it is. I just need to mark it down if it is.
He turns to look at you. Yes. Who are you?
We're adventurers that were in 10 towns about 2 months ago.
Okay.
We met another knight called Sir Barrack.
Is he well? I like Sir Barrack.
He was doing okay. We had to fight off a frost giant attack from.
What?
There was a frost giant attack on. I can't remember the name of the city.
Brinchander.
That's it. On Brinchander while we were there, and we ended up having to fight it off.
How is the city? Is the city fine?
It was fine when we left. Yeah.
Missing one tower.
That too.
That's not bad for a frost giant attack. Or any giant attack for that matter.
Oh yes, there have been a number of them across the north recently.
There's been lots of giant
Everywhere,
movement.
really. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he is well. The tower is fine.
He asked us to let you know that about the attack and that he was searching for Orville Weevil throughout the towns and making sure there were no more giant attacks up there.
Yeah.
We-
Warble.
He was actually found already.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, he was.
Yes,
He's
heard.
escaped capture for some time.
Well, whilst we were journeying this way, we heard news of his capture by a frost giant near Mirabar.
What? That's just weirder and weirder.
Yes. We're assuming they're gathering stuff, and I suppose they got the reward for him.
Probably, yes.
Yes. We were just asked to inform you, so why we're here.
Thank you for informing. He sort of turns. Let's have everyone make an insight check real quick.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh,
I don't think anyone's right.
18.
No.
18?
8.
8.
Natural 1
Six.
for 0. For 1. For 1.
6.
6. 8. 9. 10. 10. Cool. Alton and Hell.
Oh, wow.
How low?
Jesus Christ.
That was a really low DC.
Almost as if it's designed to be. I suppose I should roll for these two as well.
Because that was bollocks. That was worse. That is a lot better.
Not going to be flat.
And then I got a 99.
I got a 4.
So I'm going to leave it
I
at
got a
that for
4 and a
reason.
14.
That would have been my worst.
So, Fenrir got a 4. And Tildrin got a 23.
Oh, nice.
Well,
You get a natural
he
20.
definitely outdid us. That's a lot better. That's a lot better as well.
Yes, you guys. He seems happy to have found out that his friend is fine, but there seems to be he's a little distracted from the conversation. Like he's not really paying it, as if there's something else bothering him, something else on his mind.
Is everything okay? You seem
Yeah.
somewhat distracted from the conversation.
I'm concerned about another member of the order. It's a knight of Helm by the name of Danikar Zahn. He's joined a splinter faction of the Order of the Gauntlet, the Order of the Gilded Eye. Just concerned about him.
What's the Order of the Eye's intent?
Similar to the work of the Order of Gauntlet, except we react to evil. They are determined to destroy anyone they believe is under a demon's sway, or anyone who challenges their edicts or beliefs. They believe in destroying the potential of evil.
Please tell me they're run by a tiefling.
I don't know.
So what about them concerns you?
The fact that they are proactive. They won't wait for you to be evil if they even vaguely consider that you are in relation or in talks with demons. They will kill you. That is not something that the rest of the order agrees with.
Fair enough.
What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Precisely.
Oh dear.
That's what the rest of us think. They're very small. There's not many of them. They're holed up in Helm's Hold, which is a monastery south of Neverwinter.
How far?
You actually will know it because it's not even half a day out.
Oh, okay.
It's really close to Neverwinter. So,
I have a quick question. The Yak folk, do they deal with demons? In that book on what we read.
Rapidly
Trying to
textbook.
send them after the yak.
Yes, he is.
I'm attempting to get some backup, really.
2 birds, 1 stone. Kill half of them, kill half of them, kill both of them.
no, they weren't demons. They were worshippers of the elements.
I knew they something that was different.
Yeah, they worship the elemental gods.
How do we subjugate the elemental gods?
They subjugated one of the Dao princes and had control over the Dao for 1,001 years.
Yeah.
Which the Dao were not very happy about, but don't want to fight them about again, just in case it happens again. They don't want to fight again and lose.
Okay, fair. I wasn't sure if you said they did summon demons as well. Okay, cool.
They do have the weird ability of crawling under people's skin, though.
They're still fairly evil, so.
Oh yeah, they're evil.
I'm sure we could make some
They're
confidence.
certainly evil.
The Gilded Eye is concerned with destroying demons and preventing their corruption.
Oh, fair enough.
If you are travelling near Helm's Hold, do be careful.
Will they attack anyone?
If they think you are to do with demons, yes.
What would make them think we are?
Being in contact with demons.
Anything they think, they might well think that he is a demon. Points at Flint.
Just really confused.
Are there rock demons? I didn't think so.
Depends on whether or not they understand what he is.
In the background.
It's just like
Well,
muttering,
if we
defending
travel in
herself.
that way, we'll see if we can. Has your friend got any distinguishing marks? Any way to identify them?
Not that I can think of. If he's joined the Gilded Eye, he's joined the Gilded Eye. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Well, fair enough.
So, you want us to get rid of them, or get him out,
He's
or...
just worried.
I'm just worried. It's my affair. I appreciate you listening, but there's nothing I require you to do.
But I mean, we're going that way anyway.
It was his choice to join this order. I'm sure we should respect his decision.
Yes, but if Fool
Not
gets
to
himself
worry.
into trouble, someone has to get him out again.
I'm kind of worried because if they're just attacking random travellers because they look somewhat different.
How many are there?
The monastery, maybe a couple of hundred.
Fuck that.
I was expecting a dozen or so.
They are strong in power, even if few compared to the rest of us.
Well, bugger that then.
Um, he unpins his cloak and hands it to you. You're trying to do good, so I have no need
Thank
for
you.
that currently, so make use of it.
Put on that cloak. If we happen across your friend, we'll pass on your concerns.
That would be appreciated.
But I feel if we go near them, they'll probably kill us. They sound like insane people.
Oh, not insane, just somewhat
Overzealous?
fanatical, I'd have said.
Yes.
Extreme in their worship.
Insane.
Fanatical.
If we had certain lizard folk with us, with a great big groove down its tail and a face tattoo.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
Preaching about Grommash.
Double problematical. At least we don't have a tear for.
Yeah, but you do have a guy who can change the form of his sword.
Mm.
And a drow.
And a drow.
And a drow.
An elemental.
The drow actually
And some
consort
vaguely
with
evil
demons?
people.
They, most of them worship the demon
Lolth.
princess Lolth.
I didn't think she was a demon.
Oh,
okay. I thought she was actually a goddess.
Yeah, she's a
Well,
goddess.
yeah, but she's demon princess.
Yeah,
Okay.
demon princess of spiders, I believe,
Oh, okay then.
or poison or something like that. Yeah, but she is a demon that exists in the abyss.
She's evil and they don't like her.
The drow rather like. Well, no, but they won't like us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
they
let's-
probably would not take well to a drow at all. He nods and looks
So what would I know about the castle?
You'll know it's a monastery. It was used as training place for the Order of the Gauntlet for the most part. Obviously now it belongs to the Order of the Gilded Eye. We would say it's
so-
well defended, and it's tough to break, which is probably why they've just sort of left it.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
And also it's because they want to prevent evil, they can't just go in and storm it. They would have to catch people being.
Power button.
Yeah.
It's the power button to turn it off. It's affecting the volume.
Hashtag pro.
Amazing.
Cool. What do you guys do?
Right, what are
He's
the
gone
other
back to grooming his
things
horse.
that we have to do?
He's finished.
Yeah, what's the to-do list?
What's actually what's the? You said they were saying about the haunted castle in Neverwinter.
Yeah, Castle Never. It's still being reclaimed by Neverember, but currently it's dangerous and ruined. The section of the city is like cut off, walled off from where the chasm split it in half and things went wrong.
Everything goes wrong when there's a chasm.
Yeah. Well, that and a portal to the abyss opens in the middle of the city and demons flood the city.
Why the fuck are the Gilded Eye not there? That'd be the
That's
obvious.
that's why they're
It
less than
was
half a
shortly
day away.
after that the Gilded Eye came into existence.
Oh, that explains it then, doesn't it? Well, I
Massive
didn't
knee-jerk
know.
reaction to a slight demonic invasion.
Just a small one.
Just a small one that split the planet, split this section of the world in half.
All I did was make a new, rift in the planet and put 1,000 demons inside a castle. And then all they do is they put together 200 people going, ah!
Yeah, massive overreaction.
Overreaction. All they need is a nuke.
Should we check to see if Jelf has been this way at least? No, ask.
Might as well, as we're here. We'll follow you.
Go towards the. I'm going to shoot east gate.
I think the west gate would lead out to the sea.
North, south, or east. I was assuming.
There's a few gates you can go to. You'll go around our gates.
Yeah.
You won't have heard any, there won't be anything on the northern gates. Because you wouldn't go north.
Who the fuck
Actually, the only thing you're going to hear stuff about is the southern gate. Which actually, that's all it is. There's only north and south, so.
Oh.
That's why.
Is that because the eastern gate's behind a big old wall with a load of demons banging on it?
No, that would be because the eastern gate leads into the Neverwinter Woods.
Yeah, fuck that.
Or would lead into the Neverwinter Woods, but there isn't a gate.
For good reason.
Yeah, there's just a stream that goes the whole way up.
Yeah.
Or river, rather, that splits the city in half, where there once was a portal. They have heard of a guy who looks like that. He was last there about 3 months ago. Again, angry people, but they don't know why angry, because signed documents that they agreed to pay.
Are any of them still around?
Not that I know of. Shit. But he came in from the south and he went south again. A new bunch of people. Which again, they were here, we watched them sign all the paperwork. So it'd be really interesting if they're also angry at the other side.
Yes, we found that someone else was, so we're unsure if there's something strange going on. Because the same thing happened at his last spot, and he abandoned our friend halfway through the journey.
People aren't reading the fine print.
I'm telling you,
Dives into a discussion about legal disclaimers and sub-clauses.
Did you read The Invisible?
I
guess move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so where do we go? Do we go back towards
we're
Silver,
on
or are
this.
we going to check some other places to see if we can find Jeff?
What else is there that we have to do? Is there?
There's only
Well, I mean, we're meant to be
Otherwise,
going
we
and
need to
getting some
find-
fire giants, aren't we?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I suppose we could go back to the in Iron Bottom.
Huh?
You could go back to Huddlestone and see if we can get his improved crossbow.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
How close is that? Grab out the
I
map.
think it's about 4 days journey.
I forgot about that.
I'm not sure how far north. I know it's a bit north of
it's
London.
quite a. I mean, you would have to pass around Luskin,
Very carefully.
Some of us can go
and
in.
then I think from Luskin to
The 3 people that are
Huddlestone
new.
is like 4 days from there. I
Yeah.
think that's how long it took you to get down that way, and it would take you probably like 5 days to get up to Luskin from Neverwinter.
Oh, okay, so it'll be a week.
So it's a week. I mean, we can go
Maybe
and get
not.
your improved crossbow if you want to.
have we got time? Because we've got how many days left with parking?
We could get another 2 weeks on there.
We could ping back and forth.
Well, from here you can ping back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, unless he specifically made me a crossbow of giant slaying,
It's up to you.
might be worth more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, let's head just back towards
Although if we really have nothing else to do, then sure, let's go see here.
Well,
Well,
basically
we
the giants
have a mine filled with giants, or a crossbow that blows things up, or whatever it was.
I don't know.
Oh, he wants some bombs from you, didn't he?
He did want more powder. I don't have enough. We've not had time to stop, so I can make a large amount of it.
Well, if we go, pay for more parking, come back and walk, maybe you'll find some more, make some more powder, and you can.
I've got the materials, but it takes 8 hours for not doing anything else. We haven't really stopped for that.
Well, we've got half a week now. If we add another week, we've got a week and a half, and we can stop and you can make some, and then you can get a crossbow. Win-win.
We have a week up there and a week back.
We put 2 weeks on.
Okay. We can do that.
Actually, sounds like a feasible plan.
Well, an aside then.
I would like to prepare it before we leave, just so it's ready. It'll take a day.
Well, it's your city.
Oh yeah, or we can do it in any city where we decide to stop for the term. So we can go to Everland and stay there for the night.
Yeah, why not? I don't care.
Everland. Yeah.
Why? What?
No. Oh wait, is it Everland or Silvery Moon? No, Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon that we don't like.
Ugh.
I like Silver Moon.
It's
Yeah.
everyone else that's a bit like me.
I like Silver Moon. It's
I
nice.
did, except for everyone
was
got
nice.
arrested, including me.
Nothing happened to me.
No, no.
I didn't like it because I got arrested.
I had a nice week of reading.
And fruit, bread and water.
Delicious bread. It was specifically quite really nice bread, wasn't it?
Even the bread in the jail was quite nice, but I still got a jail sentence.
Oh yes.
Even if it was commended to serve time.
Certain someone might have broken out. Seek revenge for ditching him.
Your next combat is going to be He has, while in prison, bulked up.
Suddenly,
You'll
4
never
points
see
in
him. You'll
barbarian.
never see him coming. Hear him. You'll never see him.
I think if I can pull off invisibility, be like, fuck that shit, I'm just gonna walk around like
He
this.
suddenly takes a few levels in barbarian as well. Barbarian sneak attack.
I sneak attack! Great axe!
Reckless!
I sneak attack you!
Reckless sneak attack.
Recklessly raging sneak
You can
attack.
just like hear a very faint.
It's
Ow.
While
Yeah, so
people,
then
while
you
people
die.
are jumping out.
You
It's just
know
like
the high.
jumping off a tree just silently.
No, it's, you now see how.
What are you guys doing?
That plan then?
Zapping to Everland, letting him make some powder, and then
Yeah, we're
doing
going
stuff.
to Everland, paying for some more time for the stable, and I'm going to sit there for a day making as much powder as possible.
Okay, so you're going to sit in Everland for a day making powder.
Yes. Well, I'm assuming
This
you
is where
guys
we
are
left.
going to. Yeah.
They
Okay.
drink, I guess.
Or shop or.
Oh, gee.
But basically, our pastime is
No.
day
He could look for
drinking.
Joe for a bit and talking to the people.
I'm not drinking.
How much stuff have you got? I mean, you could set your... If you get a room, you could set your room up, your stuff to bubble away for
Well,
8
I
hours and
have.
go collect
I need to.
more.
Yeah, I have 21 pounds of process plant, and that's 8, so I can make 7 pounds immediately. I have some more that I can have cooking to make, so that I have the more of the processed bit. And I have 14 of that, so I can make another 14 of processed. So in total, I have about 13 pounds worth of stuff. I've got loads of charcoal.
And obviously, Everland is right next to that big old forest that you went hunting in before and got a shit ton of meat. So,
Oh yes.
probably an easy place to go find whilst you just leave stuff bubbling.
Yeah, go and find.
Go find more.
I'll go finding with you as well. So fuck all else. to do.
Everyone might as well then go. Cause
Yeah, let's all
nothing to
go
do.
searching.
Yeah, so
What are we
I
looking
do
for?
to show them what it looks like.
That's cool. You'll
It's
show them what you
basically
look like.
sofa plant.
You'll make your way out of town.
Basically, it's a
You're with some help from other people eventually ford the big ass fucking river. Because there was a big river between. Yeah, which last time only 3 people went across.
I'll use also self and I'll help everyone across.
That's fine. You'll get across.
He might not.
He doesn't need to. He just walks.
He can swim.
Constitution? I can swim.
He swims like a
He
brick.
can swim.
No, what's your constitution? Just walk over
Yeah.
down through the river.
How long can you
Hold my
breathe?
breath, yeah.
Hold your breath. Yeah.
3 minutes. Job done.
Full out full power of that shit.
Oh, fucking hell.
So let's
I
have.
tried to avoid that.
What is
I
it?
don't know what the best way of doing this.
Is
Fucking
it an
have
investigation
everyone,
check?
Have everyone make perception checks as they look for the plant.
Natural
Yeah.
Natural 20.
20. Yay!
I only got a 16 total.
I only got 19, so 29.
Everyone got better than me.
So you natural 20 people.
Teldrin didn't.
Oh.
Teldrin got a 1.
Yay.
Because it's daytime.
No, it's because he doesn't want to help me.
Yeah, he does not want. Actually, fuck it. Teldrin stayed behind.
Yeah.
With that roll, yeah, you might as well have done.
No, I'd say Teldrin came with, but just stand around doing nothing.
He's hunting for food.
He's looking over
He
things.
got 8 total though.
I suppose he leveled up. He's got +1, hasn't he?
Yeah. And Fenrir got a 17. Right. So Alton, you got a what?
What did I get? I got +4, so that's a 20.
You guys have
total.
got stupid high numbers. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
over
boy,
20.
29.
You
Yeah,
guys
we've got
stupid
mad
high
high
numbers.
numbers.
Let's do
We've got 3 people in excess of
that
20.
one and that one.
And I got 16. It's not exact. I'd have still found some. You know, we've cleared out this section of the forest.
This
Go with
is
that.
Terrible thing, deforestation.
We're only doing like 1 square mile.
Please
it's
read
fine.
file after picking. Nah, fuck that shit.
I will say between everyone, you will find 21 pounds of the plant.
So why?
And a few other plants as well in amongst. This is right?
Few mushrooms, right?
That's in a very small area, and not taking much time as well. Because you're also searching the place where it grows in abundance, so you find lots of.
Yeah, I also grabbed some pounds for grabbed.
Yeah.
Do you know what? £7 worth, surprisingly. Actually, need more, just because I've got some others that I'm going to put on when I get back anyway.
You also, when you reconvene, will hear or feel the recognisable rumble of giants walking around.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Don't
on!
need to do that.
Damn it.
Because you'll hear it as you guys look around, slightly worried, preparing to attack and whatnot.
Hello! Die!
Where is he?
So through some of the trees, which are being bent because the giants are bigger than the fucking trees.
It's a good thing we cleared this area out.
Well, not trees, you didn't.
Please.
No, I meant from the plants.
Yeah. Walks out a frost giant. But it's a frost giant clad in plate mail. With on his head the skull of a white dragon.
What?
Okay, leg
How do
it.
we know it's a white dragon? It's just a skull.
Because it's a different shape.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
And he is also carrying a very wicked-looking, serrated, bladed axe in one hand, which Alton and Snap, you know this giant.
Oh,
you know
shit, it's
of
him.
this giant.
Waterdeep.
Oh, bugger!
This is Harshnag. This is Harshnag,
Oh,
the
it's-
biggest member of Force Grey.
It's him.
Oh, what?
Have I heard
I sort of just do.
guy?
I sort of do the.
They did mention when you were looking
was
back,
it-
Yeah.
one of the gates.
That's the
He's
large
giant
Yeah, he's
inside.
built just for his size.
Yeah,
for him.
he can get in and out of the city.
Confused both
Oh,
ways. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
Very
yeah,
gift.
everyone would have heard tales of this legendary giant who is believed to be hundreds of years old. And some tales depict him as a monster, some tales depict him as a hero. And then in Waterdeep, he is remembered as the largest member of Force Grey. and has actively worked to defend the city from time to time. And he sort of wanders down.
What are you
and looks
doing
to all
here?
of you,
Hmm.
Trying to fix the ordning.
Uh,
What are you doing here?
Trying to fix the ordning.
Well, that's good then. Where are you heading off to?
Where are we going?
Crossbow for
We
him?
were planning to use
Yeah.
the crossbow update.
He swings his blade, his axe hand blade down, sets it down, and just sort of sits
Oh,
down to be
God.
slightly closer to your hands.
Well, we were stopping here for a few days, going north and then going to Iron Slag, because there's fire giants. As we're on the same path here, sir. Thing. Yes. Giant.
Iron Slag. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fire giants are there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And a chimera.
Yeah.
And some
And
yak.
then I will explain in Giant about Citadel Felbar's quest for us and what they want rid of and etc. And apparently there's a duke. Heard of this duke before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fire
Uh,
giants on right up.
We did find out some information from some cloud giants that landed in Waterdeep yesterday.
Oh yeah?
There's a tower in the middle of the
Evermore.
no, not Evermore. It's the mountains.
Eye of the All-Father.
Yes, and we were told we could.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
We should go there to find out more about.
That's actually a really good idea. That was going to be my suggestion.
I was about to ask how to get there most efficiently, as you seem quite well traveled, sir.
Very, very, very well travelled, yes. But when I talk about that, I can get you to the eye. There you can talk to an oracle.
Okay, that could work. Where would we need to be to have most efficient travelling?
I can get you there from here. It's going to take a few days cross country, and obviously up into the spine. I would prefer cross country because I would rather not go near settlements. People are not happy about giants right now.
No.
Probably wise.
I know why.
I was imagining it's giving him to his disguise.
the beanie of disguise that hangs on his ear and suddenly he becomes
Oh, it's just a
a 22-foot human. I am your friend. Attack of the Killer Giant Woman, or whatever that B movie
no,
is.
I'm just getting Attack on Titan.
No, the B movie of the Attack of Killer Women, or whatever it is, but they're like 20-foot women. Awful 80s B movies. Awful film. Well, he's got something to do overnight. If we can go in the morning.
Cool. Sure.
You should tell us about your travels and how you are trying to fix the ordering.
You were going to start another interview.
No, it
Oh, good.
seems to me we have no clue as how to fix it.
Do you need anything from the city?
Good point.
I don't know anything from the city, but I think if you were to find King Hecaton, that was probably a good step in fixing the ordning.
Is he a giant?
He is the king of giants, he is the king of the storm giants, and he's gone missing.
Where did he normally reside?
Inside the maelstrom.
That's southwest of Waterdeep?
You have no idea where the maelstrom is.
He's guessing.
I'm assuming it's in the sea.
Does he provide anything on that guess?
Where is that roughly?
Somewhere in the sea.
Is he the All-Father?
No. The All-Father is our god.
Anon, the god of giants.
So, how did King Hecator may fix the ordinance, but the All-Father broke it?
I think his disappearance is something to do with it. With him gone, the ordning shattered, the storm giants can no longer keep the other giants in check. And as much fun as I'm having killing other giants, I saw what it fixed as well.
How did you find out he was missing?
I just know.
Giant book.
It's a literal type of spell book that you open it and you can write in your detail.
Yeah. And then draw in your own
He's
portrait.
just on his timeline. Killed white dragon today. Wearing his skull. Looks amazing.
LOL.
yeah.
All
Selfie to take it.
all 5,000 frost giants like this.
Yeah.
Fire giant dislike this.
Yeah.
All chromatic
Dragons
dragons.
are not pleasing.
Angry face. Angry face.
Yeah.
The fuck would be a giant meme on Facebook?
Oh, I think we can come up with one. Someone do that. We'll post it.
So that's the plan then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Should we meet you here again, or
Yeah, if you're going back into the city.
Yeah, we got people to collect.
We're back in the morning, yep.
Wonderful.
oh, if only we could get the cart here?
No.
We're in Everton. The cart is here.
No, we're not. Are we in Evelyn? Oh, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, fuck it. We just drive.
We're going cross country.
We
Yeah,
can't get the convoy
Yeah.
across the river.
we have a giant. Sorry, sir. We have a giant.
Once we're up in the Allfather's Mountain, right?
We can park it. No,
you can drive back down.
I feel like they'll be
we
safer
pay
Or
here.
we tracked up there.
you make a good point. I shut up.
I feel like they'll be safer here. We just pay for another long stay.
Another 2 weeks. Back to the city, I guess.
Right.
Calculate time.
The DM calculates distances.
He did say it's going to be a couple of days and then up into the mountains. So I imagine another
So
few
it's,
days from
it's
there.
going to be like 6 days each way or something.
I think 2 weeks.
The right size.
A week one way, a week back, and then
Maybe.
we've got a couple of days left over from our other one.
Yeah, that covers the amount we've already got. You need a ruler.
Oh, got it. Right, that's 100 miles.
It'll be a really, really long journey.
Cross country as well. Yeah.
And the rock flies.
So we're on a week currently through mountains, right?
Will it be as the Aracocra flies?
No, because rocks are native to this realm. Aarakocra are
I
not.
heard that.
Margot made of stone. And they black.
It's a lot longer.
So, it's like 200 miles to the base of the mountains.
Oh.
And then,
That's 10 days. Well, that's 9 days.
yeah, and then climbing the mountains.
So it's a week each way, and it.
He could probably move faster than we can if we could just teleport to Mirabar.
Why not just pay double the long stay for Boris? Like a month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long's my enlarged juice spell last?
We meet you at Mirabar in like tomorrow.
Get running.
I'm not getting to Mirabar in one day.
How long?
Let's just travel with the guy. He seems pretty cool.
Mirabar will take me the
Yeah.
better part of a week to get to.
We could do our job, get to Mirabar and meet him.
Is Mirabar closer or further from the Eye of the Allfather?
Mirabar's probably closer, just because it's built into the spine.
Just because if we're walking with you, we'll be slower.
I've still got to make that journey anyway. It's not like it's going to be any quicker if I'm not there.
We can just travel, it's fine.
I like your plan of we can complete our errand in the time it takes him to walk from.
Yeah, because it takes us 2 seconds to teleport there. We can do our side bit.
You have to get
It's
back
quite
though.
disrespectful.
It's going to be a week
to
to
just
get there
ask
and a
this
week back.
random traveller to
It's
say,
gonna
like,
take us-
nah, you jog all this way to then take us
No,
up a mountain.
The
so
problem
we can get
is,
our jobs
it's going to
done
be 2
beforehand.
weeks.
For no pay.
suppose it's a week from Neverwinter.
I'm just thinking,
and then
it's
a
gonna
week
take
back
him
to
like 3
Neverwinter.
days to walk there, but it's going to take him 5 days to walk there if we're walking with him. So we walk a lot slower than he.
Oh no, it works out at the same speed.
Okay, all right.
Because it's just a travel pace.
All right, in that case, then we'll walk with him.
Yeah,
We should just go, I think.
Travel pace doesn't really get modified by anything.
We'll gather some more rations while we're in the mountains, and then we'll hunt on our way there.
Winter clothes, maybe.
I've got them.
I still have
I still got mine.
You need them, though.
I need like supersized clothes. I guess Fenrir is probably like winter clothes. Cold.
Someone go kill a bear.
You
Yeah,
some
fair
cold.
enough.
On it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
kill a
he's
bear.
very much
I would
willing
still
to
say
cold.
you're going to need it, though.
Yeah,
just in case.
just in case. I will.
Yeah, we need a bear, and we're going to put the rock in the bear.
See, what would that be? Cool, wouldn't it? No, with a little
Yeah, like the world's
So
first onesie.
Yeah.
Just like
I'm going to talk to Giant. Do you know of any defences around
I'll
the
pass
eye
an entire family. It's fine.
Oh, well,
that we might have to get through?
over my road.
Just right.
This one's too
Even
far.
before the animal rights activists attack it.
I don't think there's anything particularly defending it.
Huh?
It's just a place to go speak to an oracle.
Alright, we'll go then. So yeah, we'll get some more rations, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning.
Splendid.
Well, actually, it's quite early. No, yeah, tomorrow morning, so I will finish my stuff.
Did you need anything?
No.
Okay.
We will see you here tomorrow morning. Then.
Wonderful. I will make myself comfortable here for however long. This is going to be fun.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Snap battery. Snap battery. Right, there's a campfire.
It's literally free to get all those nice needles.
Yeah.
No needles.
Log. Log.
Kindling. Log. Kindling.
What one fantastic bonfire.
Oh my God, the forest on fire. No,
in the
it's
middle
not.
of
It's
the
just
woods.
a giant campfire. It's fine. Leave it.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, oh father.
I was debating. I think. Kumbaya Anam.
He just takes his axe and just like embeds it in the earth.
I thought you were saying fells off the tree.
And then just sort
There we
of
go.
finds
Yeah,
the
it
tree
just
and
pulls out
leaves
like loads
it,
of
and the
ideas,
tree just
like, puts on the tree.
a little bit, but he's quite comfortable.
You know what? It's a reclining chair.
Yeah.
It is now.
Then we go back to the city. I do my thing for the
Do
day.
your thing, stuff happens, cool.
So
I might
that's.
just stay with.
Can I
Big
get
Tall
winter clothing
Captain
here?
Super Frost Giant. So,
I'm also going to buy some more charcoal for later.
Cool.
The stone is staying with the frost
Yeah,
giant.
So I need 14 pounds of charcoal this time.
You can get winter clothing, yes.
Cool.
oh yeah, actually I might need to have done that.
You made a stone. Do you feel the cold?
Yes.
Okay.
It's cool. It's what happens when water freezes in between stones.
Oh, fuck that.
What
yeah.
happens is it freezes, then it melts, then it
Cool.
freezes,
Yeah.
and it expands and cracks.
So,
Yeah.
How long is it?
it begins with S. I can't remember what it is.
It's going to say that it's going to cost 5 gold. Because that's going to be more than traveller's clothes, but less than fine clothes.
Yeah, so I'm getting some
Somewhere in
more
the middle.
charcoal. Yeah.
So do I?
Yeah.
I just pay 5 gold for my supersized clothes, even though that's like twice. the-
Yeah, because they're not sizes.
Take that. Industry.
See, D&D is inclusive. They don't care how made of rock you are, how built you are, or how tiny you are. Everything's the same.
Unless you have wings.
In which case, fuck you,
Yeah,
you
fuck me.
freak.
Not allowed fucking wings. Who the fuck do you think you are? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Special motherfucker. You suck a dick.
Yeah.
Worm.
After I bought the clothes, I'm then going to make my way back out the city to go talk to Captain.
Oh,
Super
can
Frost
I get some winter clothes for the cat?
Let's go with Shaw.
Giant. The cat.
Smittens now has up boots.
And a scarf.
And a scarf.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not having the cat freeze to death.
I have 15 pounds of powder now.
No, I'm more
Have fun
thinking
with it, have fun
Styx
with it.
had Ugg boots.
Yes.
And now the fucking cat has Ugg boots.
Yep.
Hey,
Smitten-
I'm not the one whose imagination we're living in.
Smitters also has a scarf, which I
I
imagine
also
he
like
is
to see
red.
it with
Yes.
a golf cap on.
Nice red
With a golf
scarf.
hat on.
Like little,
But like,
very, very
like,
small
yeah.
ear warmers perched on the top of his ears.
As soon as you put them on, does the cat just... Like when you put a flower on its head.
The cat processes it properly because this cat is not stupid.
It's very intelligent and it knows
It's going, oh, I'm warmer.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
put
that's what
cucumber
this
next
does.
to it,
I
what the fuck you
see.
do?
No, I can see
No
why
one
you do
tried to
this
put a now. flower on Comalakine.
I can see
never
why
found
you do
flowers.
this now.
Yeah.
It would have happened though. I
What
would
a
have
sensible
got
people.
for a bit.
What is this
How to
shit?
stop Comalakine?
Oh, look, there's a
Flower
dragon
on here.
flower on the face.
Oh,
Come the other
so you're
way.
saying all Tiamat had to do was they had to breathe on you, just flower.
Yes.
Right, done.
Yes.
Ignore for 5 rounds. Play with the other things.
That's right, she killed you anyway. She was fine. You rocked up to hit her, went bam, bam, bam. She went, okay. And
Next morning we...
1, 2.
I guess.
Flynn, did you want to have any conversation with Harsh Knight?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to ask him more about the Grey Order he's with, whether he'd like share his version of any of his exploits, whether he's just out just killing stuff for the challenge, or whether he's, just trying to do good, whether he'd teach me and maybe Teldrin how to speak giant on this journey that we have. And I'm just wondering, maybe I don't know, what kind of, is he just fighting for the fun of it?
It's
He likes to kill stuff.
he's fighting
He wants to fix you.
A because it's fun, and B because he wants to restore balance.
And C because he's part Force
Frost
Grey.
Giant, because Frost Giants base their things on strength.
And also he's part Force Grey.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
He-
side
he-
note, I think because Teldrin's next level up, he was going to learn Giant. The idea was I was teaching him Giant the whole time.
But he won't talk much about his past exploits, and he will try and teach a few words in Giant, but not very much.
Will he not share his past exploits because they seem painful to him? Or
He just doesn't want to talk about them. He doesn't like to talk about his past.
Okay.
Is what you get. The sense you get. He says,
What if I challenge him to a best of 3 strength arm wrestling? And then if I lose, then I have to tell him about my past or something.
he looks at his finger and looks down at your arm
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
puts his finger next to your arm. Like, really?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, that's broken.
So his arm is broken.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be pebbles.
Does someone have regenerate?
You
good.
know what? Hang on, I have.
Mending.
No, I don't. I do actually
Yeah,
have
with
that.
stone it should work.
I was thinking fabricate.
That'd help.
I mean, genocide are pretty proud. And if he was a wood genocide, his nose would expand every time he's imagine just how great he was, basically. He'd be like, oh yeah, I'm the best. So I'm pretty confident in his strength, so I probably would challenge him in some kind of strength competition if he seemed like the kind of person who's just, yeah, I kill monsters all the time. Yeah, I know, right? That's why I would be like, yeah, sure.
What? Okay. How?
Natural level up plus priesthood.
Oh, wow, okay, that makes sense then. I was like,
I think Andrew is the same.
What have you got?
20.
I'm trying.
I've got 20 intelligence.
And 20 dex.
Oh, lucky.
You really want to?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, he
Hey,
will.
we
He
those
will.
guys seems like
he will
yeah,
put out his
really
finger
Big
and give it to you.
Nice.
You say
And-
I've got these two that I'm looking at.
Sure. Go ahead
Oh,
and make a.
I mean,
Sure. Make it an
I'm still
athletics
gonna
check.
smash my arm.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh well, thank God that wasn't a
It
one.
nearly
It
was a
like-
1 and then it rolled back into 7.
Yeah, I don't think I'm winning the first round. A 14.
No. He got a 23. Just.
Okay. Alright, that's round 1.
In game.
Best of 3.
Go again.
That nearly rolled a
Do you
1
want some
twice.
help?
I mean,
No, we're not
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That was worse.
That was worse.
27.
I got 11.
It's even
I did
getting
roll
to you.
20.
He's
Well,
already
he's won now.
It was best of 3.
You want to just
Well,
find out
I'm,
when
yeah, I'm
that's
still going to go for that. We may as well finish.
Sure.
Round. That's it. I want to win one. Yeah, I said 11 again.
18.
Well, I could have, if I'd rolled that, if I got the 14, I'd have beaten him.
Yeah.
One around.
If you'd rolled anything above 11, you
Yeah.
Oh dear.
7-4 before.
You are strong for a small person.
To be fair, it is a giant.
Mm-hmm.
at
We
least.
have a week's worth of travel to even the score.
Just,
I look forward to it.
As he's pushed it.
I'll beat this
boring.
thing.
He didn't actually get up from the
Sploosh. Sploosh.
He'd probably do it with his little toes. Yeah.
No, I think
Done.
his toe just flattened
Yeah.
dexterity to do it that well.
Dear. Cool. You guys will sit around and do stuff. You got your stuff. You'll meet up in the morning, which he'll stand up, click some bones quite happily. His neck, his knuckles, stretch himself out a little bit, bend his back, which you feel the pops through his back because it just sort of
Resonate.
it resonates through the air a bit. The joints are so big that it's just this little boom, boom in the area around him. Before he picks up his axe and just gives it a couple of swings and then just puts it on the shoulder. Good to go then?
Oh yeah, we bought extra rations.
Oh yeah, sure. However many rations you want to do, it's 5
Oh.
copper per day.
Oh shit.
Are we
Oh, and you've got
carrying this or are we like running alongside or
It's the same travel base.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
and whatever it is, I think.
And we said it was going to be, what, 2 weeks to get there, 2 weeks to get back?
He reckons he can get you there in a week.
That the place or to the mountains?
We should do what 20 rounds.
Actually, it'll take like about 9 days to get to the base of the mountains, and then a few days from there. So you're talking like.
But we
after
can go.
about a
We can
week
go
and a
to
half.
Mirabar on the way back rather than coming back here, which will save us on rations.
Fine,
Assuming
20
he
days
is-
of rations, so 10 more days.
So that's 50 silver. So 5. Yeah.
No, it's copper, 5 silver.
Huh? No,
It's-
no.
it's-
A single ration is 5 silver.
You said 5 copper.
No, it's 5
If
silver.
it's 5 silver, then
It's
it's
5
silver.
silver.
Alright.
I may have just said copper.
You're wrong. It's 5 silver.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 gold.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Rations are not cheap.
Yeah, that's convenient. Makes it a nice round number of 100.
And you've got to pay for Boris and Thingy, which I can't even remember what I charged last time. So
Neither do I. Pick a number and I'll take it out.
let's say they'll charge you for the essentially like 3 weeks just putting it up to. They will
I
charge.
think
Let's
it's
say
like, was it like 2 or 3 gold a week?
No.
it was something like that. I was they're going to charge you 5 gold for it
Cool.
because you're paying a lot and you're paying it up front, and
Cool.
that means they don't.
Done.
If they've got someone there, they don't have to worry about whether or not anyone else will turn up.
Cool. Paid.
They have guaranteed payment.
Paid for.
Cool. So he picks up his thing, starts leading the way, starts making his way through the forest that you're in. But at some point towards the latter part of the day, as you start to clear the edge of the forest, you will recognise a large swath of fog in front of you.
Is this?
Do you
Is this?
recognise it as fog? Or
You'll recognise it as a very large
As a
wall of
100-foot
fog.
wall of fog.
Is it the Evermore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he is heading straight towards it.
Excuse me. The tower in the middle is all good.
It's not moved for a time. I
Yeah.
can't get up there.
There have
Don't
been
really
fire
get-
giants marching around the edge of it.
Well,
Oh,
then we'll
let's get-
kill them if we see any.
Oh, good.
Alright,
Watch
I
that.
was planning on just taking the most direct route.
Alright, we can. If you know where we're going.
At least we have a giant.
Just make sure you don't lose us in the fog.
I think you should not lose me.
Valid point.
Yep.
I'm bigger. It's easier to spot me.
Horn.
So you just sitting in his bag.
Let's
be
hold
honest,
on
just-
to his
Well, he's
ankle.
the, like,
Yeah, we'll be
the-
honest,
Do you know
the-
what?
the-
I know for a fact that they can have captive gnomes and halflings in a cage in their bags.
I know.
Yeah.
So you can be quite comfortable in there.
Just sit in his
Yeah.
bag.
There's probably one in there right now.
Probably. Mother? Please.
No, it's actually it's just a very pointy finger. I know.
You're human.
Still might be there. She wasn't very tall.
I know.
Could have anything in those bags.
I
They're
don't think
huge.
you
I mean,
want
we
her
got
in
that-
that bag. She'd
There was a
fucking annoy
coffin
you.
in it
No,
last
there
time.
was a coffin. So
Probably annoy the hell out of you. Just
a stone
talking.
coffin.
There was a stone coffin. There was like a hobby horse.
Let's be fair, we could all get in that bag and you'd be okay.
Beehive.
Oh, I guess the beehive. Some
Tombstone.
ale.
Cheese.
That rod.
Rods.
Rods. Plenty of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Coin.
I'll move slowly. You can keep seeing me then. We won't get lost.
That works. No, straight in.
Very simple. Go.
Mm.
Not just yet. Yet.
In before cliffhanger.
Not quite. Sorry, I need to find where things are again in this book. It's been a while. I'm a little just forgotten where everything
Is
is.
the ever more renowned being dangerous, or is it just giants and
Everything
trolls?
else.
Trolls.
Lots and lots of trolls.
More
Trolls.
trolls.
Yeah.
No, nothing too new. As long as it's not like carrying a
Displace
yeah,
It's,
piece of beast
it's
just
meant to
wandering
be,
in the
you're
face.
meant to get attacked by like 100 trolls instantly.
Not quite that bad. But it's not a great place to be.
I'd rather displace beasts. Well, I'm planning on sleeping in my hut.
Yes.
Well, the
Giant
Yeah,
The giant will have to sit around the hut.
Oh, that.
No. Like, he'll sit there cross-legged with the hut in between his legs.
I thought I was using it as a pillow thing.
All that. We could use it as a pillow. That would be fairly hilarious.
I'm leaning against it.
That'd be quite funny.
Okay, so
It sleeps on top of it. Just magic. Just flops like that. Very,
Until you walk out.
Yeah, and then it
Oh,
runs
so-
out and flattens itself.
Yeah.
That's very similar to the sloth from Ice Age. Can't remember any
Lucy.
names today. That was, yeah.
Sid, Annie, that's the one.
That's a, fair enough.
Scratch.
Scratch is the squirrel. Else?
That's the one from
I thought it was the daughter of the two.
Then there's the saber-tooth tiger. Completely
Diego.
eluded me. Yeah, that's it. Diego.
What do you mean?
The
characters
characters
from
from Ice Age.
Oh,
Manny,
fuck
Sid,
no.
Diego. That's what we got.
Yeah, we
Sid,
can't remember.
yeah.
We can't remember the female mammoth
Or the two.
or the child.
Oh,
Ellie.
Christ.
Oh,
Ellie, yeah.
Ellie, that's it. And
Oh my God, I'm trying to remember.
the two.
Classes.
Yeah.
fuck
Whatever
knows.
fuck their names are.
Crash and Eddie, I
That's it. Yeah. We're so good.
believe. I like to be the platypus. Make him the platypus.
Someone's watched that recently.
No, someone has a knack for remembering quotes verbatim.
Hold them to it.
Ooh.
Find him on the
So yeah, we're
Twitters.
travelling through the
Fuck no.
You are travelling through the Evermoors. The journey will be uneventful because I don't want to do a big ass fight where I'm playing a bunch of things myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of want to do it.
Stop this, just
Yeah,
Stop now,
you
and
could-
we'll do the big fight next week when everyone's
Yeah,
here.
you could prep.
It's a really short episode.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Well,
we-
we
we're-
have done
we're
really
down
long
people.
episodes.
We're down people. We'll have a longer
Yeah.
episode next week,
Okay.
or just a big fucking fight.
Big fight.
A
Yeah,
longer episode
okay,
that is
cool.
a big fucking
So-
fight.
You will travel for the first day through the Evermoors, and then you will camp in the Evermoors, and then we'll pick up next week what happens.
There's a hint.
Fight!
There'll be a fight, I guess. That's what gives me more time to work out what it's going to be. So yeah, obviously, shorter episode. Sorry, but as I said, I really don't want to do a fight where I'm playing two characters, hashtag, and whatever the fuck they're fighting.
Yeah.
No, fight like playing a third of the team as well as all the NPCs. It's
Yeah. So we will pick up next week, where hopefully, at the bare minimum, we should have John back next week.
Yeah.
hopefully Andrew will be back.
Andrew.
Yeah, hopefully Andrew will
Feels a
be
bit better and is able to join us again.
back. So yeah, thanks for watching. Do check out our social media stuff. It's like there,
Yes.
Below you, yeah.
down there.
That place where
Facebook.
he's, where he's
That way
pointing.
for us.
I thought it was there for us.
It's
That
there
was
for you. It's over there for us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Facebook,
over there. Over
Facebook,
there.
Twitter,
Both places.
Instagram. Go have a look. Send us messages. Talk to us about stuff. We
And
talk
challenge
about.
me to quotes, I dare you.
Yeah, challenge him to quotes, especially if they're about the Big Lebowski and about
Yeah.
tying the room together.
Pay attention to the channel in about 2 weeks after this comes out, 3 weeks maybe, because there'll be some new stuff. You'll see what that is. There should be at that point. There will be potentially 2 new things.
And you'll get to see my terrible ability at making graphics.
There might be 3 new things at that point. We have something very special planned, and you should keep watching to see that.
Which might still include my terrible ability to make graphics.
Yeah. Yeah. So do that. Look at things, comment on stuff. I don't fucking know. There's a whole bunch of stuff you guys can
Come
do.
tell
You
us
know.
how bad we are at
That
doing
one.
this.
Tell us how shit we are. We like it. Go look at all the other stuff we do, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.